Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Smash JT. In this episode, I'm going to be reviewing 3 mini arcade consoles that were sent to me graciously by the company Basic Fun. Centipede, Frogger, and Q-Bert. 3 of the most classic arcades that anyone who grew up during the age of arcades and Atari would certainly know and have played to death. How do these hold up? I'll put this as nice as possible. They're absolutely terrible. Smash JT. I'll be honest, when I first had the opportunity to bust these things out of the packaging and play them, I was really excited about it. I'd seen these previously on GenXGrownUp. I'll link the video of what I saw before, and this is what I thought I was getting in this video. And these are definitely not those. This is like a version 1.0 of the 2.0 that GenXGrownUp was playing, where they're like pre-rendered backgrounds. They're not the actual game playing on a ROM or anything like that. They're more so like these old Tiger Electronic toys where they had the pre-rendered images and it just goes back and forth, back and forth. That's basically what every single one of these is. It's not a total loss though, because they are pretty cool shelf art. They have stickers on the sides of them that are not exactly the original. They got a nice marquee on them and cool stickers that make them look legit enough. The problem comes in when you actually play them. I'll say the good part about these, they have very accurate sound representation. So just for example, here's Centipede. These are clearly just cheap licensed ports that these companies sold the rights to be able to make a quick buck. But it's funny because Centipede has the Atari logo on the packaging, but nowhere is the Atari logo to be found anywhere on this except for the back of the machine in tiny writing. I don't know if you can see that, but they're not advertising Atari in big letters. Frogger, made by Konami back when Konami was a good company. A strange decision for these companies to sell off their licensing for Basic Fun to make these machines, and then they made them terrible with no quality control. It kind of reminds me almost of Nintendo licensing out like Mario and Zelda on the CDI. Why would you license your product out to a company to make a quick buck if it ruins the image of what you're trying to sell to people in the future?
No, it's true. I forget things almost instantly. It runs in my family.
But enough talk. Let me show you some of this gameplay so you know exactly what I'm talking about with how terrible these were ported to these tiny little screens. It's just strange that they sent these to me for free to review because they are absolute crap. And while I was researching online trying to find where I could even advertise for you guys to buy these even if you wanted to, I only found them at Bed Bath & Beyond on clearance for $10. And I definitely would steer clear even at the $10 price point unless you're looking for some cool shelf art. So depending on your reason for buying these, if you're looking for good shelf art, like you want to put them in your background, your videos or something, then it might be worth the dive at $10. But if you're looking for an actual playable version of these games, definitely steer clear. They are completely awful. Again, I linked the video to GenXGrownUp where John went over the 2.0 version of these so that all of them look absolutely amazing except for Pac-Man. Q-Bert was a completely different game. That would be a version of the arcade that I'd actually want in my house. But as for these versions, I'll give them to my kid to play with for a little bit, maybe put them on my game shelf for decoration, but as far as ever revisiting these to play them again, that's never going to be happening. That's why my final score for these mini arcades is a Tiger handheld watch out of 10. It's a terrible idea, but if you want them for shelf life or nostalgia purposes, they're worth the 10 bucks at the end of the day. Ultimately though, I'd prefer going for the 2.0 version. Again, check the link video that I put in the video description. I think you guys would find those a lot more useful than these. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one.